The market's slowing down fast. Or is it? Hey everybody, it's Alyson Wahl with Live South Denver, your real estate strategist and realtor for the South Denver area. We're going to dive right into the August market update. Buyers put nearly 4,300 homes under contract in July. This is just about a 22% drop from the year before, and we saw 4,100 closings in July, so 4,100 people got a new home. This is down 29% from last year. 5,900 sellers joined the market in July. This is down 12% from July of 2021. And we ended July with about 6,500 homes on the market. That was an improvement of about 1,200 homes from the previous month, which pushed us to 1.58 months of inventory in the Denver market. Our average days on market bumped up as well. So with all of this choice for buyers, they're taking a little more time to make a decision. It went up by 3 days from the month before to 14 days on average. The average for July of last year was just 9 days. Our median days on market for this July has creeped up 1 more day to 6 days. So we were 4 days 3 months ago, 5 days 2 months ago, and 6 days just last month. All right, let's get to those home prices. The list price to sales price ratio finally dropped below 100%. Last month, we were at 102.5%. In July, we're at 99.6%. The average closed price for all homes last month was $685,000. Down $22,000 from the month before and up 11% from 1 year ago. The average sold price for a single family home is at $778,000 for July. That is down $20,000 from the previous month, but it is up 13% from the year before. The condo and townhome average price for July is $471,000, down $31,000 from the previous month and up 7% from 2021. Switching over to those median home prices, the median sold price of all homes hit in at $595,000 for July. That is down $15,000 from the month before, and it is still up 11% from a year ago. The median price for a single family home landed at $650,000, down $17,000 from the previous month, and still up 9% from the year before. When we look at condos and townhomes, that median price was $405,000, down $25,000 from the month before, and still up 7% from the same time in 2021. Okay, what are your key takeaways? What's my analysis of the market? Well, when we're looking at the month-over-month data, what we're seeing are large drops in closings, large drops in pendings, pretty large shifts in price, right? We're seeing a $25,000 change, a $17,000 change. Those month-over-month price changes aren't uncommon. If I did this with every market update, even in a non-shifting market, you would see those kinds of changes as our market ebbs and flows. Just right now, we're all really attuned to those, and these are a little bit larger than we might see month over month. Are your ears also attuned to that year-over-year data that we are still in a positive growth trajectory? I will say, if you've been watching each and every month, those increments are getting smaller, and that is because we're seeing prices soften and soften and soften, right? We were at 105% over list price, then 103% over list price, and now we're at 99.6% over list price. And it may continue to soften a little bit more into the fall. However, I continue to hold my stance that this is a great season to be a buyer. And sellers, you still have so much equity over the last several years. And if you've held your home for a long period of time, you are making money. And you get to go out and buy a home without being in a feeding frenzy. We could focus all of our time and attention on the big shift month over month in closings and under contracts. However, that really goes back to May and June when the market made its very fast shift from the fast-paced April market, and then come Mother's Day, it just kind of took a nosedive. Well, May contracts close in June and sometimes July, and we kept that really tight stay at home, I don't know what's going on, rates are high, I don't want to make a move mentality all the way through to the end of June, which pushes us into July numbers. Well, once the Fed had their next meeting and rates didn't go up, and in fact kind of came down a little bit, everyone came back out of the woodwork. It has been a very warm market. I don't want to call it hot. Agents have been busy. I have been busy. Other agents have been busy. I'm talking to other listing agents, and they're actually wanting to advise their sellers to hold tight, not cut prices, be more aggressive with buyers on offers that are on the table, because the market's picked up quite a bit since mid-July, early July. I think it will ebb and flow back again a little bit more all the way through the end of the year. I think it's going to go like this. But if rates stay in the low and mid fives where they have been, everyone who sat at home and lost a few weeks, they're ready. They're chomping at the bit, and we all see it. So some of the drastic numbers in this update may not hold true all the way through into the end of the year and next year. For example, we had about 1,500 homes hit the market in the last 7 days and about 1,600 homes go under contract. And while we had 1,900 homes go through a price cut, we are, like I mentioned, having listing agents and sellers hold more firm to their prices for homes that are really well positioned, look nice, have the ability to stake a claim in the market for buyers who want something that doesn't need a load of updates or they know it's in good condition. In fact, one of the strategies that's working really well for buyers, and both buyers and sellers should be listening to this, is for the buyer to approach the seller with a full price or close to full price offer, and then be asking the seller to do a rate buy down. So let's say the house is somewhere in the $750,000, $800,000 price range, and ask for a rate buy down that may be somewhere in the $10,000 to $15,000 mark. The buyer is ultimately saving something in the range of like a $50,000 to $70,000 difference, as in they got the house for $50,000 to $70,000 less, but it's costing the seller 10 to 15 grand. So the two parties are meeting in the middle in a huge way, costs the seller very little, buyer gets a huge win, and we get to move forward in the contract. And when the neighbors see the data and when it shows up online, it looks like it was a full price offer, because we know that sellers care, especially if they've lived in the neighborhood a long time and like their neighbors, where they sell, because everyone's kind of pressuring them like, don't sell low, keep the neighborhood value up. So funny enough, that actually plays into part of the strategy. Even if you're not here in the Denver market, if no one's talked to you about a seller buy down strategy, ask a trusted financial professional, because it is working very well in more markets than Denver. Hey, it was great to be with you. Thanks for being here for the August market update. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions about the market and where you think we're headed for the next couple months. Please share, and I will see y'all next week.